little adventure through our first pilot episode. Be getting into all things Cincinnati sports. Just to list a few, beginning into A7FL, which me and Dale are affiliated in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Getting into a little bit of Cincinnati semi-pro, and beginning into a little bit of flag as well.
Absolutely.
Anything else I missed, Dale?
Absolutely. We will follow, but are not limited to, A7FL Division, Cincinnati Division League news, including the Chaos, Crushed, and Heist. We will also be following a couple of teams that are located in the PFA, the Cincinnati Bucks, the Northern Kentucky Wolfpack, and as well as the Queen City Raiders. We'll also give a little bit of time to the 82 Chargers, as we are going to for a short, very amount of time overlap with them, as they're starting to disband their team, but they are going to their Dirty Bowl down here in, 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, Brent? A little bit more on your talk. Yeah, a little bit more on your talk with Tev coming up soon with that, too. We'll also be following the Cincinnati Dukes, the BCFL. Also, a team that's pride and true to me, the Queen City Frogs Rugby Football Club. We're going to be following the Old World game, too. We're going to have a couple of the good old boys out here. We'll be following the entire Clifton Development Football League, otherwise known as the CDFL, and as well as the entire Wyoming, Ohio Football League, which is the UFFA, run by TJ DeJohn, as well as, like we were saying, the CDFL, ran by our buddy, Scheme Cannon. So we're going to go over records and summary of all the teams throughout the upcoming podcast season. We're going to get some hot takes. We're going to figure out where these teams stand going further in their spring and summer leagues. But as you guys already know, it's been a long time waiting. We've had a couple of small little things that we needed to prepare for and getting everything going. But it's so good to be here with y'all today. One of the first things that we're going to be talking about here in our pilot episode is some of the very recent success of the Sin City Chaos, and I guess there's no other person better than to help explain some of the success behind your guys' squad in your first year and your successful run at a division title, and almost quite got there at the end of the season as well, getting to the semifinals too. But I guess as for one of the things that I know that everybody's wanting to hear is, I know at least with me, and it definitely took me by surprise. I remember the Chaos. They just kind of made a team, and within about 2 or 3 weeks, you guys were up and rolling, man. So what's the story behind all that?
So it started with a guy named Josh Bolzer. I'm pretty sure, don't he play for you guys this year?
Yes, sir. Yeah, he is on our squad. He joined as a free agent midway through the year last year, and I believe he'll be returning for the 2024 season as well, yeah.
So it started with Josh Bolzer, and we'll get into it a little later on the subject of everything else, but met Josh Bolzer.
Yeah, just the Campbell's Soup version.
Gotcha. Josh brought on Skyler. Josh brought on me. He gave me 6 guys, and I remember just looking around and being like, you know what? I'd be surprised if we win a goddamn game this year, man. And so we had a guy named Antonio Jackson on the team, and I looked at him. I said, "You played semi-pro. Help me, please." So he told me to hit up one of our actually now on our front office, Robert Mingy.
Yep.
And Robert Mingy threw me a few names. I hit them up. They threw me a few names. And then, lo and behold, we had Sin City Chaos.
That's great.
It really was built in like 2 or 3 weeks. And then it was like, okay, we have a game in a week, fellas. Let's lock in.
And then as a segue, then that gets into me getting introduced to this whole new realm of guys entering our division. As some people may or may not know, the first year of the Cincinnati division was the 2022 season. Brent was a part of the Heist division before the season had started, and then he ended up having a bad break off with them, and I was with the Crush for the 2022 season. And you guys, and not to get too much into your Heist days, But you guys with the chaos and everything, like you guys were like the new kids on the block, and you hit the scene pretty quick, man. Especially in like the previous year, it took probably a good 2, maybe 3 months to fundamentally organize and recruit and get all of our guys on the crush. Because as to where, like, say, with your guys, you were a self-recruited team. And obviously, that's a very difficult way of going about it in this league, right? And then with the Heist, it was a combination of 2 different flag football teams located in the CDFL, GBG being one of those guys. I've went out and done a few camps with them. There's some cool dudes. But also as well as with the Crush was like the original group that got together, and then the division was kind of built around like those core group of guys. So it started with the Crush guys, then the Heist actually joined late, and then obviously as we're getting into the process of the story now, you guys threw a team together in 2 weeks before the I think it was the late winter brawl, if I'm not mistaken, mid-January last year. You guys showed up. And you guys had like 25, maybe 30 on your sidelines. So it was really incredible to see that literally within about 2 or 3 weeks, like you said, man, you went from like 6 guys and you times 5 all of a sudden, man. So, and and like you said, with the guys you got, like Mingy especially, and I'm gonna be a little thankful I don't have to run away from him anymore. But he's a hell of a recruiter, and not only is like he puts his money where his mouth is too. Like he's going out and he's getting guys, and you guys are getting them on the player portal with the QC Raiders as well, as what I'm seeing. Correct?
Yeah. What's crazy about that too is I like, not to kind of like go off topic a little bit, but basically, like what I think is crazy about the Sin City Chaos is we have players from every single semi-pro team in Cincinnati. And it's crazy because they hate the fuck out of each other on Saturdays.
Yeah.
But Sundays we're all brother. And I'm like, this shit's crazy. Sorry to get away from that. A lot of my players this year, though, are on the QC Raiders.
Yeah, you're exactly right. As to where we got a couple of guys from the Northern Kentucky Wolfpack. We do have a couple of guys from the Sin City Bucks. Obviously, some of our core veterans are some of the dudes from that squad. But yeah, we, us guys on the Crush. I mean, if you want to count Big Jew, he played for the 82 Chargers 2 years ago. We never had a Chargers guy on our team, and that is honestly a very, very successful franchise. If I'm not mistaken, like 76-10 in their last 6 seasons of play. They're certainly going to be going out on top if they go down to, to go get their ring during bowl season. They get to walk out as winners rather than walking out with 3 bowl losses in the last 3 years. So it's definitely going to be a different storyline. Whether it's going to be a hallmark ending for them or not, I guess time will tell. What we got, 10 days, right? Is that what you're saying?
10 days.
Nice. Well, we're looking forward to it. You'll get a little bit of a plug on that, I'm sure, with Brett's one-on-one exclusive interview with their guy, Tev Redmond, who is the star running back and also one of the core linebackers for the Cincinnati Chaos, as well as he is a nationally ranked top 25 running back through the MPA, the National Players Association. Also, what else am I missing? Oh yeah, you're returning to cornerbacks who some would probably say, and I hate to admit it, but like some would probably say is some of the best and toughest in the league. So how your 3 guys on the back end? What are they looking at this season? You guys bringing everybody back this year?
Yeah, Pope's coming back, Clamp's coming back. Only defensive back I'm really missing is Clay Ballinger. He moved to Florida.
That's going to be a tough loss. He's a good dude.
Really good dude. Other than that, mainly the whole defense mainly stayed together, besides a few, like 5 or 6 guys.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it seems as if, like, with some of the things that you guys are doing on your side of the ball, and and we can even start talking about the specific talent too. One of the things that you guys are doing is you're trying to get a little bit bigger on the defensive side of the ball, and I can certainly understand and see why some of the things happening with that Final Four game and whatnot. And it's a funny thing too, as to where, like, last year, I took over with a Crush with maybe about 30, maybe 40 days notice or something,
Yeah.
head coaching them. We didn't have the best numbers going into it, so we obviously we lacked in size in last season, right? So then we play a team like you guys, and we see how big you guys are, and it's like, oh shit, whoa. We got to be crafty, get the ball to the outside, do some different things to beat, this fundamental size that you guys have, right? And then turn around and we get to the Final Four game, and there's bigger dudes on the other side of the block, unfortunately, out in Vegas. A couple of semi-pro dudes, a couple of XFL tryout, hold-out attendees. A couple of guys that run very specific Las Vegas offensive scheme coaching staffs out there. So you see these big dudes, and what do you think is going to be your best way, not only to obviously gain size, but what do you think is going to be the best way to beat some of those bigger teams out west this upcoming year?
I think the biggest thing will be size and speed. That's one thing we lacked. We had, players in that line that were fast, but they were just a lot bigger than us.
Yeah.
So that was one of my main focus points this year on defense was I need to get bigger, faster, stronger linemen.
Absolutely. And also with that being said, so you look at the defensive side of the ball, got a lot of guys returning. You and I are it sounds as if we're going to have a fist fight for the number one free agent prospect in A7FL Cincinnati division, being Big Jew Harrison, two-time Defensive Player of the Year nominee for our division, actually. And when he shows up on the field, he's about 2 heads bigger than everybody else.
Yeah, he's not hard to miss.
Yeah, it's hard to miss him. He doesn't hide behind much.
No.
And then also, you guys are currently in vigorous pursuits of Big Dominic Raven as well. One of my guys with the 2022 team. Super outstanding individual. Another dude, always open invitation if he ever wants to come back to my side of the ball. But more power to him if he wants to roll over with the Red Swarm over there.
Hey, yeah, he's I'll be honest, he came to our last tryout. And my problem is with these guys is I know them from Facebook. So if they don't tell me their Facebook name, I can't put 2 and 2 together. So he walked over like, hey, what's your name? He was like, Dominic. I was like, huh? What's your Facebook name? He said,
because even with that being said, we get on the MPA National Top 25 and they use the Facebook handles. So it says Deuce Bigelow, Cincinnati Dukes, top 25 offensive lineman for the NPA, as well as another guy from your team. Not meaning to give you complete shout outs, but Bill Billingsley, running back, Cincinnati Chaos, aka Tev Redmond, as well as and I know you got a little bit of a spicy take on, but your boy Corey Bridges, man. He hit the top 25 as well. I don't know how. I barely saw him. It was like he was there and he was gone.
He played 2 snaps for us.
2 snaps. For us. Whoa. Sound the alarm, man.
Look, I'm not knocking Corey.
Nah, he's a good dude. Hey, we're doing this because we need people to get the hot takes. But, we like him as a dude. He's a good dude.
This man had me talking to an agent. Agents telling me he needs 10 snaps a game. And look, that was cool.
Gave him 2.
But you get snaps and then leave both times?
Yeah. Well, and not only that, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it? It was a Columbus game, a Columbus away game they played in as well, and you guys were probably running up the score on them, right? And then the other one was the Final Four game, right? So he wasn't there for the division championship, was he? As well as more credit to you guys in getting into that division dogfight that you guys had with the Heist and pulling off that pick 6 to finish off the fucking game. You guys you guys did have a smaller roster that game.
We had 16 guys there.
Fucking A. Yeah, that sounded like me a couple times last year.
And that's like, not to throw his name in here, but Vanilla Vic the other day on the Inside the Lines podcast. Shout out Tyler.
Yes, sir. What's up, Tyler?
He was like, yeah, the Chaos barely stood a chance against the Heist, and their quarterback got in a wreck before the game. I'm like, the Heist had their whole team. I had 16 guys. Half the guys.
The Heist, the whole team showed up except for Harrison, unfortunately. Yeah, he did. He suffered car accidents. So then you had Darrell Marshall under the quarterback position, who he was their guy in 2022. He's no chump. And honestly, going into last year, and I love Harrison. He's going to hate me for saying this. But I even told him at the first scrimmage, I was like, man, you need to give him the ball more under Q. Like, I don't understand why the change was made. I mean, he looked great when they played the Snow Tribe at the end of the year of the 2022 season. Darrell and Seth were a force to be reckoned with in that run option formation, and dive and bounce and things like that. So I didn't understand it. But with that being said, Harrison throws the ball very well. He's a very good pocket quarterback. He does everything well. Like, I can't say that there's one thing that he's, like, bad at, you know? But, yeah, I mean, I still genuinely believe that Darrell Marshall is a phenomenal athlete. If it would have been me, I probably would have given him some looks. Maybe not every look, but some looks.
I tried to bring him over here. He said no.
He said no?
Yeah.
What a dick.
Can't beat him, join him.
I know, right? Yeah, so actually, shout out to the Covington Heist, the team that we both hate the most. We have heard that there is some rumors that are currently going around that they are actively looking for coaching, for a coach. I don't know exactly if that's going to be a head coordinator position or a head coach position, or if it's going to be a coordinator position. But if you happen to have interest in being a part of their franchise, please get in contact with Harrison. Please get in contact with Darrell. Please get in contact with Jaquan. That's usually the three-headed monster that's working things over there. Also, Big Joshua. Big Joshua Van Stein as well. My boy, my homie. The dude that I love beating the shit out of. I'm kidding, buddy. He'd probably throw me around. It's all right.
Don't touch his quarterback.
No, you don't want to touch his quarterback. Honestly, I need one of those on my side of things, man. That dude's ready to fight for anybody. Well, all right.
I remember our first game this past year, playing them. My player went to go help Harrison up. Josh pushed him, said, "Get off my quarterback." I'm like, "Damn, dude." Damn, dude.
Dude, he's got tenacity, man. Like, he'll sit there and go to war with you, and he'll call you every single name in the book, and then after the game, he'll walk right up to you, shake your hand, give you a fucking hug, and be like, "Oh yeah, my bad for all that dumb shit I was saying. It's just the game, man."
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
He tried to get me on the Booger Gang. I couldn't do it, man. I got to have a winning record against him. I got to walk out of Sunset. Well, okay, so as we get a little bit back closer to topic and whatnot, get back to the chaos, let's talk about Coach Ford, man. We also got Kyle Hogan that's going to be pulling in the offensive coordinator position for you as well, man. Let's talk about these two big additions to your coaching staff this season, brother.
Well, first I'll start off by saying two wonderful guys. They are an open book. You ask a question, they'll answer it to the best of their ability. Ford has experience coaching actually the QC Raiders before they took a couple years off.
Yeah.
He is a championship coach, and he is who's going to be the leader and the voice of the Cincinnati Chaos during the season this year.
Nice.
Kyle Hogan, he actually played last year. He was our center. So he has a year of A7 under his belt. He has coaching experience in arena football, playing experience in arena football, and he's actually the head coach at St. Bernard Prep up here in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So I think him at offensive coordinator is going to kind of even out the chaos and bring us to that next level that we're looking for offensively.
Absolutely. You're trying to add more schemes and more looks on your offensive side of the ball, or at least in what little conversations that we have had as of recently in preps for this podcast, so we can understand each other's teams a little bit more. And, all respect to Skylar Hurd. I love the dude. Never done me wrong ever. But you're thinking that maybe with a little bit of Hogan's ideologies, a little bit of Coach Ford and his old school way of doing things, you guys are going to be shifting some things up this year. So what are going to be some of the different looks that you guys are going to be giving us this year? Not to get too into detail, but what are some of the things that y'all want to accomplish on the offensive side of the ball?
Mainly possession time. We don't want to be, look.
You want to win the needle. You want to win the needle in the possession. Yeah.
I want to run up 90 on everybody every week, but if we have to take, 20 seconds off that clock, take 20 seconds off that clock. That's one thing I think time management will definitely be different. The play style, and by that I mean we were definitely a run first team last year. This year we're looking with a few additions to the wide receiver room, add that ability to air the ball out. And I think that's one thing, without giving too much, of something that we're going to be looking forward to this year a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a totally difference in scheme. So it's like there's a ton of different organizations. They hurry up to the line. They hurry up to the line of the scrimmage. They sit there and they pretend to go through a cadence, and then they look over at the sideline. And then at that point in time, you can get a different check down. You're running it down to the end of the clock. So it's like, obviously these are things, and obviously Keno did a very good job last year, but obviously things you want to drill in your quarterback's head, that play clock is always running. That clock, you better know exactly where it's at all times. That's what used to really irritate the piss out of me. Was like, I think that we had maybe one game this past season. Unfortunately, the facilities that we were using, I believe the scoreboard keeper happened to get broken or stolen or something like that. So I didn't have no play clock. It drove me fucking nuts. Oh man, it was that was frustrating having to look over at the ref. What is it? What is it? What is it? Every fucking 10 seconds.
I don't know. I would tell him what do we got. What do we got? Give me a second. I'm like, no. What is the time?
Yeah.
I think that's one thing that'll really elevate us, is just having that experience as an offensive coach and coordinator, and I think that's just something that's really going to help us out this year. Definitely because obviously we have Keno coming in at quarterback, but we also have Maurice Levitt coming in too at quarterback.
Oh, no way. That's crazy. Hell yeah. Yeah. Maurice was supposed to be a midseason ad with me last season, but I believe he sustained, if I'm not mistaken, an ankle injury when they played I think it was the Flag City Phantoms. So where we thought that the Black Brady was coming with us, hey, man, sounds like he's going to find a home with you guys perhaps.
Yeah, he's going to be rocking a different shade of red.
It looks like it. Yeah, definitely looks like it. Well, as for going into things and predictions for this offseason, it seems as if you're pretty confident that you've got a really good chance at winning out a lot of games in your division, if not all of them. So I think that we can confidently say that if there's a 7-game season, you're going to say the Chaos are going to get how many games?
7 wins.
There we go. Okay, and then obviously. And it may be a hot take to some, maybe not a hot take to all. What are your expectations going into this 2024 season, and what are you guys doing to prepare for that?
So my expectations this year is it's not even really mine. It's us as a team. Our expectation is championship or bust. If we don't win it this year, it's a bust. Nice. And I think having that mentality going into the season kind of gives you the hunger of like, I'm going to do whatever the fuck it takes to get that goddamn ring. Yep. Because look, I'll be honest with you. I have this. This is for the division. I fucking hate it. I hate it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, don't get me wrong. It would have been cool to get a ring for two teams in the division. But hey, I mean, hey, more power to you, man. It took a lot for you guys to get to 7. I mean, I only had to get to 3 before we got bounced into the playoffs by the Tampa Bay Nightcrawlers at the end of the 2022 season. So, and I'll even admit, it's one of those things, you know, even to touch back on with how you guys got everything done so fast. You know, like we were the cool kids on the block, 2022 going into 2023. We watched you guys build that team in 2 weeks. We watched you build and sign all that talent. There had to have been some money exchanging hands because it's a lot of the same guys that we were trying to pursue as well. But with that being said, though, it seems as if you and Coach Ford and Coach Hogan, you guys are doing a beautiful job with your organization. You're building everything from the ground up. You're trying to do everything the right way. You're helping the success of the Cincinnati division, which also helps my organization as well. So us getting together, doing these podcasts, us getting together and doing scrimmages, like we're going to be holding a scrimmage this Saturday, January 6th. It may not have been fully released to everybody yet, but it is going to be a joint scrimmage of 3 different teams. We're looking at the Sin City Chaos as well as the Queen City Crush, and we will be joined by the Columbus Explorers, headed by Charles Winters. So
new team out of Columbus. One of the two new teams out of Columbus.
Yep, one of the new kids on the block. We're going to host them down here. We're going to have a good time, and then we're going to show them how Sevens is played.
You know what? I'm going to give you a hot take.
Hey, all right, here we go. It's going to be on ITL. It's going to be a headliner. Let's see it.
We'll call this Hot Takes with Brent.
Hot Takes with Brent.
Charles Winters.
Yep. All right.
If you really think that you are going to build a team from the Volcanoes and a shitty-ass semi-pro team and beat me, you're mistaken. Hot take.
Ooh.
I say, second hot take. The score of the scrimmage of the Chaos and the Explorers will be, we have 10 plays. We'll probably score on every single play but one. They won't score on me.
Oh, wow. And then we're looking at 1 point and 2 point conversions once we punched it in too. So I'm thinking that what we're probably going to do is, just out of respect for everybody, we want to have some of the field for some very obvious stretching, some very obvious calisthenics for guys to stay warm, stay loose. And then we're probably going to punch it in from like the 50 and then just start taking it in. 3 teams. I'm also even going to, our Crush team, we're going to be there just a little bit early just to kind of see each other and see what we're working with, a couple of the schemes that we're going to be doing and our personnel. But we're looking forward to seeing you guys, man. It's going to be at Wyoming Rec Center. Start time is at noon, January 6th. If you got any nuts in this division, I'd suggest be there. There's definitely going to be a lot of ball that's going to be played, a lot of highlights to be had. We're still currently trying to figure out photography situation, but even with all that being said, we'll get together, have a good time. If you are interested in possibly participating in this event, it's not impossible. All it takes is an email to QCCrush, A7FL at gmail.com. We can get you at least on a roster, and we can at least try to get you in for a couple of plays. Understandably, there's going to be a lot of athletes there, a lot of people that already knows the different schemes on the different teams. But if A7s is something that you might be interested in, Brent and I, we are always all for the development of the league and helping younger talent make a name for themselves in this city, in this region, in the States here. So what we can do for you is we can at least get everything set up for you, but all you got to do is send that email. I will list it at the end of the podcast as well. So as we begin to get in our summary of our very first pilot episode, We thank you for joining us today. It really has been a special moment for Brent and I, and we're glad that you were able to be here to be a part of it with us. There's going to be probably a couple little technical snafus and stuff through the first couple of episodes, and please be patient with us. But we're going to be supporting you with semi-pro and amateur football twice a month, all the way up until the start of the A7FL season. Let me get a couple of last words from you there, Brent, brother.
Few last words. One, this division isn't about this division. This podcast ain't about me and Dale. It's about you, the people, the players. So if you're interested in being a guest, always shoot me or Dale a message. Always down for guests. One thing I'll say is iron sharpens iron. If you want to come and play A7FL Cincinnati football, it just takes a text message. None of us, the chaos included, will get better unless we have more talent come in. So if you think you can, make a name for yourself in this division and beat this guy right here,
beat this guy right here.
Yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head. 2 episodes a week till the A7 season starts.
Yes, sir.
And bring the chaos.
And we will also be having some guest hosts on the show as well. We are still trying to work on some scheduling of that, so I don't want to reveal anything too quickly. As well as Brent and I, we have began doing some one-on-one interviews with some of our players. We'll also be interviewing some other players in the division, maybe in the Ohio division, maybe a couple guys from the Indy team, as well as some of our favorites like Tylis and Corey and Big Rob and Matt, the real Matt Ryan. All right, so we're going to get everybody on here that you've already heard of from the other shows, and we're going to integrate everybody in here, and we're all going to be one big happy family now. How's that sound?
Well, just group hugs all day.
Group hugs all day. It's going to be more – there's going to be some punches, and then there's going to be some hugs, but it's all good. That's what family's all about.
Exactly.
Well, that's it for me, guys. I really appreciate y'all being with us today. Don't get fooled by those intimidation podcasts. This is the #1 podcast right here in the region. We're bringing it to you. Everything Cincinnati. My name's Dale.
My name's Brent.
We'll see y'all fucking later. Peace.
Peace.
Inside the lines.
All right, Tev. Welcome to Unscripted Cincy. You're with your boy Brent Smothers. How you feeling, man? What's going on?
What's up, bro? Shit, I'm good. I'm chilling. Just left the gym, getting big, getting ready for this season.
Good, man. So a little bit about the podcast. We made this podcast. It's not only for the A7FL, it's for all the leagues in Cincinnati and all the teams in Cincinnati.
Okay.
It's a player first podcast. We'll be covering everything. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these questions real quick. So, all right, Ted, for the people who don't know you, who are you, Bob?
All right, for all y'all fellas out there that don't know me, my name is Tevin Redmond, a.k.a. Mr. Football. I play every position on the football field. I done won championships, semi-pro. I haven't won a national yet. I get a chance to play for another national here within 2 weeks. So hopefully I get my first national win. But I got league wins. I'm also known as Taz when I'm on the football field because all I know is go, 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 go. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no stopping. I just consider myself as a highly decorated football player and a highly skilled football player and a high IQ football player.
I would agree.
You know what I'm saying? What the bread? What?
So, how did you like your first year in the A7FL?
It was cool. I liked it a lot, actually. Um, actually liked it a lot. To go undefeated all the way and up until we lost was pretty cool. I wish we could have went undefeated throughout the whole thing. But at first year experiences, I love it. That's why I'm back for another year because this is our year. I feel like it's our year.
I feel the same way. I'll be honest, and I tell a lot of the guys on the Chaos defense this all the time. Obviously that was my first year, and I think overall as a first year team, we definitely met and excelled in expectations.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Rico getting rid of the Chargers, knowing that that's the team you've been playing for?
Oh, like honestly, I don't feel no way because I had already talked to him and shit. Like we already talked, I'm saying, and he told me like what was gonna happen and shit and all that. So you can't do nothing but respect it. If you don't respect it, then there's something wrong with you because he's doing something greater. You know what I'm saying? It's for the youth because who are we without our youth? And he putting on bro putting on, man. Like the shit I seen him do for youth, bro. I ain't seen nobody do for youth, bro. Like and like he legit with it too though. You know what I'm saying? He not on no scam. He not on no scamming nothing or nothing. Like bro, legit with his stuff, bro. And that's why I rock behind him. And that's how I rock behind him. Like the way I rock behind him. Like bro, accepted me with open arms and all that, bro. When nobody was fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like the world was against me, bro. And he reached out to me like, come on, bro, come play on my team and all this and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he'd tell you, bro, I didn't reach out to him, bro. Like I didn't know where I was gonna play or none of that. He reached out to me because he knew my talent and he knew what I could help for his team and all this and that. But he also helped me, like he calmed me down a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's nice to have that.
I used to be super hot headed and like just being like in bro presence and all in that, bro. Like that shit calmed me down hella and shit. Like with just some shit that's like legit. Home. Yeah. It felt like I was somewhere where I needed to be and shit and whatnot.
That's good. Yeah, I'll be honest. I didn't think that 82 was gonna go down like that just because of the success you guys have had.
Yeah, but it's like it ain't. So people don't understand, bro. Like this shit ain't even. People just think like, oh, they for forever. Y'all don't know what he might do in a year or 2 years or 3 years. He. So now he just got to put his focus into this for now because he's trying to get this shit built up off the ground all the way. I think he's trying to create like his own league. So you can't be out here trying to coach these grown ass men, make sure all these grown ass men doing this, and then the very next day do all this shit for these little kids too. So you got to pick one. Like you got to either go stay in semi-pro or he either go or stay in little league. And like for anybody that feel any type of way about him or sorry or mad or anything, bro, I feel like that shit weird because like ain't nothing. It's all been lit with him. You know what I'm saying? And y'all should be happy for bro. Like, y'all should be happy for him and his success and that he can do this for people in Cincinnati, bro. Like that's what I love it, bro. Like I wish I had when I was in Little League. I wish we had some shit like this going on that he got, bro. Like you know, like bro, bringing exposure and shit like to the city and shit like that.
Which, and I always Robert has told me this too, and I agree. This area is a honey hole for football players.
Bro,
it is. And if
people don't know that, bro. If people don't know that,
if we can get it started with the youth and getting them around, bro, who knows where this shit's gonna be in 10 years? We might be like a Florida with football, like they're known now. Like, okay, you go to Cincinnati, you're gonna get the best of the best, and that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I saw what he posted on Facebook about what he's doing and how he's going to be focusing on his kids, and I love that. I like you said earlier, it starts with the youth. Like, and I totally agree. And like you said too, who knows what he has planned in a year?
That's what I keep telling people. Like y'all all doing all this and that, bro. Y'all know where bro got planned for us in 2025, or you know what I'm saying? Like you can't start up a new league and still be invested in this other league. Like it is what it is. Like, I don't feel no type of way. I love him, bro. Like, I love him, bro. And I wish nothing but the best for him and whatever he decide to do. But if he do come back out with a team, I don't care what team I'm on. I'm going back to his team, bro. I fuck with bro.
I get it.
If I'm still playing this shit, I will go back to Brent team or organization that he part of, bro. Because bro been solid from the get go.
So, what are you looking forward to this year in year 2 of your A7FL career?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking forward to us winning this motherfucking championship, bro. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to winning this championship. I'm looking for another successful year of us going undefeated because I feel like can't nobody fucking compete with us. That's in our region. I feel like the only people that can compete with us is people that's been doing this shit for years.
Exactly.
Teams that's been doing this shit for years. 7, 8, 9 years. You know what I'm saying?
100%. And the only thing that bothers me, like with me going into year 2 of A7FL, is I feel like everyone's just a hater, and I feel like everyone's just kind of laughing at us right now because of how we got beat against Vegas.
Where was they at when we were playing?
On the couch.
Oh, okay. We can laugh at that. If they want to laugh, we can laugh at that.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
we can laugh all day. When we was playing Vegas, when we was in the Final Four, where was your team at? If you wasn't Insomniacs, Chaos, the team from where were they from? Pittsburgh or Florida? What the fuck do you have to laugh about or say? Nigga, you went fishing. You was home fishing. You was on a vacation. Watching other teams. Like
chilling in the Bahamas.
Yeah. The fuck? Like their opinion so irrelevant. Anybody that was at home while we were playing in the Final Four opinion is irrelevant as fuck to me. Because what did you do for your team for y'all to be there? Let me think. Nothing. Because guess where y'all was at? Home on somebody's couch watching me play.
Exactly. I got dudes like I got dudes like Corey Hammond saying I got to bring Brent back to reality. I'm like, what? I'm not out of reality. I know what the fuck kind of team I got. Let's talk a little semi-pro, Tev. Word around the block is everyone's kind of anticipating what's going on here.
So I can't disclose where I'm going to yet, man. As much as I want to, I can't disclose where I'm going to yet. Just because I'm still affiliated with the Chargers, bro. That's like I'm not worried about no other team right now. And like I told y'all in the group chat, bro, my focus right now isn't even A7FL football. My focus is going down here at Nationals and winning the national championship with the 82 Chargers. That is my complete and 100 focus.
Go out with a bang.
To go out with a bang, bro. And that is my complete focus, is to go down there and win.
And hey, I respect the fuck out of that because here's the thing. How many of you won this year?
Huh?
How many championships have you won this year?
2? Is it 2? 2 or 3? 2 or 3? 2 or 3? No,
That's
3. 3. I got 3 rings. I got 3 rings this year. If we won that one, it'd be 4. I got 3 rings this year. I've been collecting shit.
That's what I'm saying. You might as well add another one to the shelf.
I might have, yeah. But bro, I don't care about none of them commentators, bro, or none of that, bro, because when they didn't come down here to Cincinnati when we played at Insomniacs, and it was a reason why they didn't come down here after talking all of that, bro. So they have no respect for me when it comes to them commentators, bro. Especially the fat black dude that was talking shit. Like he don't look like he even he get winded walking to the refrigerator. Like, come on, man, let's be for real, bro.
Yeah, all respect from my side to them guys. I kind of got
you can respect them. They ain't getting shit
from
me. They not getting. You can respect them. They not getting shit from me. None of that.
But, I will say, I think that they are very biased, and I don't think that's something that will help this league grow.
Yeah, not at all.
Right, you're gonna play tomorrow at 7:25.
But yeah, I'm excited for this year, bro. A7. I'm excited for this year in the semi because
Hey.
when I
So-
make that announcement, I feel like if people on one team, they gonna go to another team. What's up, brother? Yeah. I think once I get my selection onto where I'm going, I think people who already selected their team and stuff might even be like, nah, forget that. I'm trying to go play with Ted. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
So
And that ain't even that's not some just knowing who I am type shit.
motherfuckers want to play with talent.
Oh God, I want to play with a winner, a champion.
That's what I'm saying.
I want to play with champions. I don't want to play with no losers. So if you're a winner, then you good with me. I don't want to play with no losers, bro. The losers, they quit. Champions, they endure.
So how do you feel about this year's Chaos team?
Hey, you boy, you mother freaking coaches, boy. Y'all done got some shit cooked up in the works, man. What they said, we ain't got no line. I swear to God, we got a line this year. And what you hear me? Hey, I don't know who did more recruiting between y'all and Deion Sanders, boy. Cause listen.
And it's Louis.
Hey, it's crazy, bro. Like if we don't play for a national, if we don't play for the championship, I consider this year a bust.
We got no choice. I've been told that the championship's in Cincinnati this year.
If we don't play for the championship this year, bro, I feel like this year is a bust.
I do too. And all it's going to take is, once everybody gets done with their semi, for us just to buckle in and enjoy the ride. Because I'm telling you, all these guys keep cheating. They ain't going to be shit. They ain't shit. They play in a weak conference. Okay, first of all, that's not our fault. We don't make the schedule.
It's not. And we ain't ducking no smoke. So
No.
any of them teams, any of y'all niggas that want to come down here to Cincinnati, where we can have our full team, we would gladly play against y'all. But y'all be one niggas to travel 50 million fucking miles, and then talking about y'all beat a team full of 16 people when y'all had 90. Like, bro, and then be congratulated, happy. Like, no, that's not live to me. Come down here to Cincinnati, where we gonna have a 14 and then compete. If y'all beat us, then yeah, y'all can talk like that. But I doubt y'all get down here and win. Like, niggas not coming to Cincinnati, bro, and beating Cincinnati teams when they got their full squad, bro. It's a wrap.
Yeah, and my thing is this too is, obviously that was our first year ever established as a team. We made it to the Final Four. If they don't have us as a top 10 team, this shit's dumb. Because here's how I see it. Not only did we beat every single opponent, that we didn't let them score until playoffs, but we had the second best point differential in the whole entire league.
Yeah.
And
that's only because they stopped all our games at fucking half.
Exactly.
If they let us play them games fully, bro, there's nobody whose point against thing is as good as ours, bro. We would have set a record, bro, last year, bro, if they let us play them games all the way and they ain't cut that shit off. Like dead ass, bro.
And here's my next question for you.
Our shit would have been 1,000 to fucking 1.
How do you think the offense of the Chaos is going to level out this year with the termination of Skylar Hurt?
I feel like it's going to level out. I feel like it's going to be actually a little bit better this year. It just like decision making was just like too delayed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the good words for it? I love Skylar. He was a great dude, good coach. But sometimes Give me that. Gonna drop my weed. He did. It's just like when something not happening, like when something not working, you don't keep trying it and 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 trying it like, oh damn, now it didn't work, but oh damn, now we down by 40. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So after something don't work, maybe 1 or 2 times, bro, you gotta adjust and start adapting and figuring out different schemes and all this and that. You can't wait till the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, fourth quarter or whatever it was, and motherfuckers getting popped to start trying to adjust it and switch it up. Like shit should be switched up as the game goes on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, this wasn't working. Let's stop doing this. Let's try to do this. Let's see if this works. Because apparently for the whole first half or whatever it was, this shit wasn't working.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly, if I was the offensive coach, I would just try every single play till the one works, use and abuse that motherfucker until that doesn't work, and then try something else. That's how I would do it.
No, it ain't even that. It's just when you become so one-sided and motherfuckers can figure you out, it's a wrap.
It is. It is.
Like,
and that's one thing I'm hoping with the addition of Kyle Hogan in that offensive coordinator this year is to kind of level out the chaos in general. Because primarily last year we were defense. I'm hoping that it just kind of levels it out to where we are a balanced team.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
But all right, Ted, that's wrapping up this little segment. Is there anything you want to say to everybody before we get off here?
I got 3 things I want to say. Number 1, if you wait the chaos, fuck you and your team. Number 2, chaos up. And number 3, I'm coming for that MVP. On everything, I'm coming for that motherfucking MVP this year. I'm going to get that bitch. Watch.
Hey.
I'm coming for that bitch. Brother.
So, this wraps up this segment with Tev. Y'all see him. There ain't nothing different than what you see on camera to in person.
Ain't nothing different than what you see in person, on camera, none of that shit. I'm coming the same every time.
So, but all right, Tev, I appreciate you coming on today to the first episode ever of the Unscripted Cincy podcast. I'm glad that you were able to be a part of that.
You know it, brother. I thank you for having me. I appreciate you, my brother. Let's ball out this season. I got your back. You got my back. You know how I'm coming.
Hey, let's get it. I'll see you, buddy.
Yes, sir.